Dear students, once more I am present before you. Yes, as you know, I am VN Misra from Sadgur Inter College, Semrama, Barabanki. And dear students, you are most welcome to attend this virtual class of 11th today. Dear students, before we start our teaching, answer me this first. What do you do if you want to say something to anybody who is not present before you, means who is far away from you? I know what your answer will be. You simply take your cell phone and you send a message. Okay? But dear students, tell me, if you have to apply for a job, what will you do? Obviously, you will have to write a letter. So dear students, I am present before you with the topic letter article writing. Dear students, letter writing is very important in our life. So the present session is going to be very important because letters are certainly asked in examinations. So dear students, be very careful. Let me tell you the main points we have to take today. Dear students, the present session will be divided into two sections. In first section, we will take letters, and in second section, means section B, we will take article. In letters, I will try to explain to you kinds of letters, letter format. Besides, I will show you a specimen of a letter. Dear students, in section B, I will show you the format of an article. I will also tell the essentials of an article. Besides, I will show you an example of an article. Dear students, be prepared and listen to me very carefully. Dear students, after going through this session, you will be able to write letters and articles in a proper way. Students, I know that in earlier classes you have learned how to write a letter and an article. So here we will take some standard and modified forms of letter and article. Therefore students, let us start with the kinds of letters. Dear students, look at the board. In earlier classes, means in 10th class, we have learned how to write a letter. So here only a short revision is sufficient. We will take only a short revision. Kinds of letters. We have read that there are only two kinds of letters, mainly formal letters and second informal letters. There are only two main kinds of letters. First one is formal letter, second one is informal letters. Formal letters are the letters which are sent to government offices or officers, which are sent to business offices, or which are sent to editors of newspapers or magazines. Applications also are formal letters. Second one you see, informal letters. Informal letters are the letters which are written to our close friends or relatives, as it is written here. They are written to family members, means to our fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers. To relatives, means to our maternal uncle, to our uncle, etc. And they are also written to friends. So there are two main kinds of letters, formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters are written to government offices or officers, to business offices, to editors, and applications also are formal letters. And the second one I have told you, informal letters, they are also called personal letters because they are written to family members, to relatives and to friends. Now let us discuss the format of formal and informal letters. Dear students, I have taken both of the formats together so that you may easily understand the difference between the format of a formal letter and the format of an informal letter. This one is the format for a formal letter, and in the upper left corner I have written sender's address. Means sender's address is written in the upper left corner. It should be in 3 lines. Means it is better if it is in 3 lines. There must not be only a single line for sender's address. Sender means the person who is writing the letter. Then there is date. I have numbered these points as 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. If the date is 30th October 2020, you should write thus. Dear students, avoid writing date in this way. 30, 10, 2020. You think this day, this month and this year. But remember, in some countries, month is written first and day is written after month. So, month will become day and day will become month. It will create confusion. So, you must not write date in this way. Means there must be the name of the month, not the number of the month. Okay. One more way is there. You can write the name of the month first. Means October 30, 2020. Then again, here it is written space. Means you have to leave a line here. Then the third point is a receiver's address. Means the person who will receive the letter. Receiver means the person who will receive the letter. After that, you have to leave a line and then subject. Subject means the purpose of writing a letter. It should be written in minimum words. Then salutation. You can use sir or madam according to the gender of the person. Remember, dear students, adjectives such as dear, respected, these adjectives are not preferred in modern English. Then main body of the letter means here you have to write the main message of the letter, main content of the letter. Generally it is in 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, it is called introductory paragraph. Second paragraph, it is the main paragraph or main body of the letter, means main message is put here. And then the last and the third paragraph is of concluding paragraph, means the last paragraph will be of concluding paragraph. Then 7th point is of complementary clause. Complementary clause means it is the closing point of your letter. It is also called complementary closing or subscription. Here you use the words of regards, thankfulness or of obligation. Then again you have to leave a line. I have written space where you have to leave a line. I have written space. Then 8th point is sender's signature. Here you will put your signature, means the writer will put his or her signature. Then name and designation. Be careful, dear students, since you are a student and in board examinations, name is not written. Why? Because your identity should not be disclosed. Therefore, you should not write your name in board examination. Okay? Since you are a student, designation is not required. One more thing is there, student, you must be very careful. Means if you are writing a letter to the principal of your college. You should start your application to the principal of your college from point number 3. Means from the third point where it is written receiver's address, you will start your application to your principal. Then subject, then salutation according to gender, sir, madam, then main body, then complimentary clause, then your name. Remember, after your name, you will write date. Means in a school application or college application, you will write date after point number 9. Means in place of designation, you will write date. If required, you can write place after that. Means date and place can be replaced at point number 10 where designation is written. Okay, dear students. So dear students, let us now discuss the format of an informal letter. The first point is same as we have read in the formal letter. Means sender's address. It is in the upper left corner. Then date format will remain same as we have seen here. Then you have to leave a line. After that there is point number 3. Dear father, dear mother, dear friend. Here you can use such adjectives as dear, respected. Then main body of the letter. Dear students, listen to me very carefully. In some books, you may find that a separate line is left after salutation and before the main body of the letter. But most of the grammarians do not prefer so. Therefore, we can start the main body of our letter just after salutation. Okay? Dear students, as suggested by most of the grammarians, we should start our letter just after salutation. Means the main body of the letter should be started just after salutation. Main body of the letter should be in 3 paragraphs. First paragraph will be introductory paragraph. Second paragraph will be the main paragraph, means the main body or main message of your letter, and the third paragraph will be concluding paragraph. Dear students, fifth point is of the closing point of your letter. It's yours affectionately, sincerely, faithfully. You can use affectionately for your relatives, you can use sincerely for your friends, and you can use faithfully for private gentlemen. And the sixth point is name. In board examination, name is not required. Dear students, let us revise what we have read. In formal letter, first sender's address, second date format must contain the name of the month, then receiver's address, then fourth point subject in minimum words, then salutation, then sixth main body of the letter in 3 paragraphs, then complementary clause or complementary closing, then sender's signature, then name and designation. In informal letter, sender's address, then date format will remain same as I have written here, then salutation. After salutation, a separate line is not required in informal letter, then main body in 3 paragraphs, then the closing words, and then name. Since you are a student, I have so many times told you, you should not write your name in board examination. Now dear students, let us take an example of a formal letter, and the question is on your screen. Write a letter to the SDM complaining against the misuse of loudspeakers in your locality. Dear students, the letter is now on your screen. The first one means the first point, as I have shown you in the format of the formal letter, is written over there B 845 Azad Nagar Barabanki. Second point, date 25th September 2020. Third portion, the address of the receiver. The SDM Nawabganj Barabanki. Then the fourth point, subject, which should always be in minimum words. And the subject is misuse of loudspeakers in Azad Nagar. Fifth salutation, sir. Sixth one, the main body. The first introductory para. I wish to convey to you the anxiety that continues to haunt the residents of Azad Nagar colony, where the misuse of loudspeakers is increasing day by day. Then main content. It is very unfortunate that some miscreants are indulged in committing such a troublesome activity of unnecessarily using loudspeakers at full volume. It causes trouble to the students and to the sick. Many cases of these activities have been reported by the residents to the local police, but no concrete steps have been taken. I request you to take necessary action against these troublesome activities. Then you see the 7th point, I thank you in advance. Then yours sincerely, here you have to put your signature. Then the 9th, XYZ means instead of name, I have given XYZ because as a student, you have not to write your name. 10th, designation not required. Okay. Dear students, we have learned letter writing and now we are going to discuss article. In your grammar book, you have seen this word article, but that is another thing. That is written for the articles a, an and the. Here we are not going to discuss them. Here it is something different. Actually, an article is a piece of writing that conveys one's thoughts on a particular topic. Yes, here we are going to discuss article writing. Articles are written for newspapers. They are written for magazines. Besides, in your syllabus, they are prescribed. And the word limit generally is of 150 to 200. Okay, therefore be very careful. First of all, we will discuss the format of an article. Then we will take some essentials of an article and later we will take an example of article. Thus, I will try to teach you, I will try to make you learn how to write an article. This next format is very simple. Here in the middle, you will write topic, what is given to you. And here you will write in right hand side here writer's name, date and place. Note, date and place are required only when you are writing an article for newspaper or magazine. In your examination, date and place are not required. Writer's name also not required. Okay, therefore you can write any name you choose except your own name, or you can write simply XYZ. That is good. Okay, so the format is very simple. Let me tell you that writer's name, date and place can be written in the end. Here you can also write, means after finishing your article, you can write your name and date. Okay, now let us come up to the essentials of an article. Dear students, these are the main essentials of an article. The first one is unity. Unity means every paragraph of your article must deal with one idea or one point. That is to say, there should not be so many ideas or thoughts together. Second one is a good topical sentence. Means the first sentence should state the topic and arouse the interest of the readers. Then third one is logical sequence of thoughts. Means your thoughts must not be scattered, but they should be in a proper sequence and proper series. Fourth one is data or quotations. Means if you know some apt quotations or data, you should use them in your article. Fifth one is conclusion. Means there should be a full and rounded final sentence or sentences in your conclusion. That is to say, your conclusion must cover the entire range of your thoughts. Okay. Now, dear students, let us try to take an example of an article and discuss how we can develop an article. So, dear students, first of all, don't be nervous regarding your topic. Let it be whatever it is. Follow the steps I am going to tell you. For example, if your topic is pollution, think some of the words and points that come into your mind. These words will come into your mind. Air, because you don't get fresh air. Water, you don't get fresh water. Smoke, every day you face this problem. There may be one more word in your mind. Factory, polythene, polythene or polythene bags. Then write all these words and points. There may be some other points also in your mind. Write all those points in your rough paper or rough book. After writing them, ask some questions. Ask yourself, why, when, where, how. Form questions with these words. Means, why is this problem? If this is a problem, ask why is this problem? When this problem started? Where it started? How it started? And one more thing, above all, how can you solve it? These are some of the questions, points, which you must ask yourself. Then, with the help of these words, try to develop an article. But before you develop an article, you must put all these words in proper series. Means after putting these words in a proper series, you can develop your article. Means you can write your article. Now, dear students, there is a famous saying which is not only a saying but also it is a universal truth. That is, you can always edit a bad page. You can always edit a bad page. You can't edit a blank page. That is to say, if you have written something wrong, you can edit it and thus you can remove your mistakes. But if you haven't written anything, what will you do? If you haven't written anything, what will you do? You can't edit a blank page. It means you must not be afraid of writing. Go on writing, and if there are mistakes, remove your mistakes. This process will lead you to perfection. Dear students, taking these points in your mind, you can develop your article thus, which is on your screen. modern man may be proud of the progress he is making in every field. But for this, he is paying a great price because the fresh air and pure water we used to get are polluted now. This is due to negligence and carelessness. Second para, the increasing number of factories and industries is one of the major causes of all the three kinds of pollution, that is, of water, air and noise. The waste products of these factories go into the canals and rivers and thus make water toxic and unfit for use. Smoke coming out of the chimneys of factories makes air full of dangerous gases. Noise of machines and sirens creates noise pollution. Another main thing which exploits nature and pollutes it is cutting down of trees. It affects almost everything directly or indirectly. Use of polythene and increasing number of vehicles on roads are some other causes of pollution. The harmful effects of this pollution will prove disastrous to the coming generations. Then third and concluding para, if this pollution is not checked in time, it will lead to greater health hazards. It can be checked to a great extent by a planned and balanced way of industrialization, urbanization, and by minimizing deforestation. Besides, we will have to avoid the use of polythene. Our government is taking the problem seriously. Still, stronger measures are required to be taken to tackle this problem. Now dear students, I am sure that you have understood everything well and you have listened to me very carefully. So now you are able to write an article. Okay. Dear students, you have learned how to write a formal letter and an informal letter. Therefore, here is a question for you. This question is for your self-practice. And the question is, write a letter to your friend congratulating him on his success in the PCS exam. You will have to write the answer of this question by yourself. I will give you sufficient hints so that you may easily write the answer of this question. Okay, dear students? Dear students, it is a kind of an informal letter. So we will follow this format. In the question, the address is not given. It is simply written, write a letter to your friend congratulating him on his success in the PCS exam. Therefore, you can choose any address you like. As I have written 108/24 City Colony, Abhaynagar, Barabanki. 30 October 2020. Then dear, according to your relation with the person, you can choose these words like dear friend, respected father, dear father. As is suitable to the person, you can use these words. Then the first paragraph, as I have told you, should be introductory paragraph. Then second, main paragraph or main body of the letter. And the third, concluding paragraph. And in the end, yours sincerely or sincerely yours. Dear students, I know that you have understood everything very carefully. So now you are able to answer this question. That is to say, you can write this letter very easily without any difficulty. Besides, dear students, you should try to write a business letter so that you may become perfect in letter writing. Thanks for watching us.